Hello, all. Kim, Froggy, and I thank Jane and Travels for inviting us on the program. I'll be talking about our experience at the Outer Banks for a 1 week vacation this past fall, September 12th through September 19th. Considered the off season down at the Outer Banks. It was planned for 5 couples. Unfortunately, only 3 made the trip because of travel concerns with COVID. 6 of us that you see have been friends since high school and college. Didn't find packing too bad for the trip. Clothes was really beachwear, jeans, maybe a light coat, casual and comfortable. If you want to dress up for dinner, well, then you bring up something to dress for dinner. Food, we plan 2 meals per family, and then we do a shopping trip upon arrival down to the before traveling across sand to our house. In the shopping trip, we would get breakfast and lunch foods and split the cost with the folks that are on hand. Folks brought their own booze down, so bring your favorites, as much or as little as you like. Road trip. Off we went. We headed out following Google Maps the whole way through. Depending on that, don't know where we'd be out without GPSs these days. Our destination, the Outer Banks, North Carolina. That would take us through New Hampshire, which is where we departed from, southern New Hampshire. 12 hours over asphalt through New Hampshire, Mass, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Virginia, and then finally North Carolina. Arrival was in Duck, North Carolina. Once there, we prepared to hit the sand, and our house was 45 minutes across sand, back in the opposite direction to get up the beach, just on the border of Virginia Beach. Time to hit the beach. So when you get to the outer edge of the beach, you deflate your tires to 22 pounds of pressure, and this helps prevent erosion and gives you better traction on the sand. We then headed our way up. This particular time of the month, there was a heavy tides because of some passing hurricanes, so that pushed the tide up pretty high. One of the bonuses while you're traveling the beach is the wild horses that you'll find in your backyard, your front yard, or wandering the beach, as you can see. And they've been somewhat domesticated to come looking for food for the local folks that are fishing. The trip takes you along the top edge of the beach, and then at some point you get pushed back into the matrix of roads that run between all the houses. 40 minutes over sand, and we've arrived at our destination, a place called Buffett's Beach. Beautiful large home ready for a party. As you view the details of the house, I'll run through some of the features and cost of it. It's Buffett's Beach, V12395. We got through Twitty Realty Company. Comes complete with 8 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, $6,000 a week off season. Sleeping arrangements has 5 king beds, 2 queens, 4 bunk and twin beds. Pet friendly. We had 2 dogs in tow. Full laundry service, elevator for those who don't want to walk the stairs up the four floors. TV, VCRs, large movie collection, and Wi-Fi, all equipped in all the major rooms. The house was equipped with 3 grills with full tanks of gas ready to go. Indoors had a hot dog and sausage warmer like you see at carnivals, popcorn machine, frozen margarita machine, an ice crusher, multiple ice machines, and multiple refrigerators, including one out in the outdoor pavilion near the pool. Inside the house was fully equipped and ready for the party with a pool table, jukebox, foosball table, and a game room, as well as a full card table and board games as well. We brought along some favorite parlor and board games, but they were well equipped with complete games and toys ready to go. The great outdoors. Well, we came prepared with a truck full of toys and ready to play. So as you can see, a beautiful pool in the front of the house, with a hot tub up on top of the bungalow shed, and then a full fridge and changing room and bath outside in the pool house. The short walk over the front staircase would bring you down to the beach head where you can see us sitting and hanging out there. I would actually pull the truck around. It'd take about 2 minutes to pull the truck around and back up to provide all the toys. So we brought lots of fun, cornhole, cube, croquet, bocce, paddleball. Even brought a throwing axe and target that we used on the beach. Brought down volleyball, badminton, Polish golf, and can jam, but because of the heavy winds this week, didn't get to play with those too much. The heavier activities, sea kayaks were provided. They had a couple sea kayaks there that we took out and enjoyed in the surf. We had a couple stand-up paddle boards. Had a short board, a surfboard that got a little bit of use out of. Belly boards, also walking and running on the beach. And then also brought down a training kite for kite sailing that you'll see a picture coming along in a few minutes. That's training on the beach to sail the kite that will take me for a kite sailing fun. So lots of fun down on the beach. Along with that, I brought some Bluetooth speakers, so we had some good music down the beach. Chairs and a canopy, although the house did provide chairs and beach umbrellas, so they were pretty well prepared for any kind of fun that folks wanted to have. Well, Wednesday brought on a little new adventure. My wife and I decided to venture off the sand and head to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, about an hour away once you hit the main roads. And the Kitty Hawk Museum is always a popular destination we had seen years ago that's well worth taking in. Um, and decided to take a little bit more fun and took a hang gliding class. And great time. You've got to be willing to march out about a quarter mile over sand dunes to reach the dunes, be able to run and take a gentle slide into the sand while you're doing it. So most people can participate and enjoy it if you like a couple hours out on the sand, and you get six flights over 3 hours, including a half an hour of ground training. Rainy days and feedings. Well, as I'd mentioned, we ran into some straggler hurricanes in the fringes of them. So in our we got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were clear days for us. On Thursday and Friday, we got hit with some pretty heavy rains and winds. So it was rainy day play for those days. Still plenty to do. The house was large enough that you could find a quiet corner somewhere and read if that's what you wanted to do, or watch TV. But then also the indoor activities that I had talked about earlier were plentiful. As usual, food was plentiful on our trip, as were the games. Every night we'd have dinner together. Couples were assigned not only to bring the stuff to make their meal, they'd make and clean up after it. This is a great way we've done larger crowds, but with just the six of us, we all pitched in to prep and cook. It was part of the activities of the day. Never a shortage of food, never a shortage of fun for the full week, even with the couple of rainy days that we got. Um, and I'd have to say it was a worthwhile trip to head down there. Had a lot of fun despite some of the interruptions with COVID and hurricanes. I'd like to thank you all for listening, and I hope that you get a chance to visit the Outer Banks someday soon. Signing off from Wayne and Kim, and our friend Froggy says thank you for listening.
And remember, stay young and have fun.